Today I'm giving you guys the best center build in NBA 2K23 next gen and current gen. I'm gonna show you guys two builds in this video. One is going to be a popper build and the next one is going to be an inside center build. I'll start with the next gen version of all these builds, then give you guys the current gen version. So that way, if you're stuck in the GOAT boat, I still got you. Without further ado, please like and subscribe because the majority of you guys aren't subscribed. Yeah, let's hop right into the video. Okay, so for the popper build, what you're gonna want to do is for the position, go with center. Obviously, we are gonna be making a center build. You can go with power forward though if you want to. Then for the body settings, go with 6'11", 229 pounds. And then for the wingspan, I'd recommend going with 7'5". I've experimented with a lot of different body settings for popper builds, and these are the best ones I've found as of right now. You just get so many key attributes that are very, very important. For example, an 85 three-pointer for silver limitless range, or a 93 defensive rebound for gold rebound chaser. Moving right along to the attributes, first we're going to be starting off with finishing. You guys see your driving dunk is going up to an 85, your standing dunk is going up to a 90. Then for your driving leg, bump this up to a 77, and your close shot, you just need to touch that up a little bit to a 78, and you'll get 18 total finishing badges. This build is not like an absolutely insane inside center build. That's the build I'm going to show you guys after this build. But with elite big man contact dunks, you can definitely get a ton of contacts on this build. Also, you guys see we're going with a 25 post control. You're not going to be post scoring on this build whatsoever unless you're going up against like a 6-foot guard, which is basically never. Moving right along to shooting. For the 3-point rating, you're going to want to go ahead and max this thing out. And then for the mid-range, you're going to want to put this at a 75. And then for the free throw, we're not really going to upgrade this. You guys see you're getting 20 total shooting badges as well as silver limitless range. So you're going to be greening very consistently on this build. But with silver limitless range, you can definitely shoot from deep. You do need to know how to time your jump shot. So if you're not very confident, don't just like pull from the hash every single possession. But yeah, the shooting on this build is definitely very, very good. For playmaking, first for the ball handling rating, you're going to want this at a 70. For speed of the ball, bump this up to a 63. And then for pass hack, you're going to want this at a 75. You're not going to be dribbling a ton on this center build. Obviously, you're a center. But if you know what you're doing, you definitely can dribble. I might just make this build just to show you guys you can dribble with only 70 ball handling. Also, you do get 4 extra badges when you do become a starter, which is pretty early on in the My Career storyline. And with at least one of those extra badges, I would recommend throwing it onto playmaking. That way you can get 5 total badges and bronze unpluckable. Moving on to defensive / rebounding. First things first, max out your defensive rebound at a 93. Offensive rebound, bump this up to a 71. A block, put this up to a 93. Then for steal, bump this up to a 61. And then for perimeter defense, you're going to want to put this at a 67. For interior defense, basically just leave this alone. You're not going to move this whatsoever. Now you guys see you're getting 2 very, very important badges, and that is a gold anchor and a gold rebound chaser. Those 2 badges are, in my opinion, very, very important for any center build in this game. Basically, it's going to help you get rebounds better and help you get more blocks, which is of course very, very important. I'm extremely happy that this build's defense and rebounding is very, very good, while still getting elite level shooting and finishing and being able to dribble a little bit and pass the ball pretty well. Now for the physicals, let's get the obvious things out of the way. First, a vert, bump this up to a 75. Put your strength at an 82. Then max out your acceleration and your speed and throw the rest of your ratings onto stamina. Now you do just have like a few ratings left. You guys see you can either go perimeter defense or free throw. It's gonna do very, very little either way. It's really just up to you. And all around, you guys see you're just able to do everything very, very well. The 2 main things is your shooting is absolutely elite since this is a popper build, and your defense is also very, very crazy. And as well, you're gonna be very, very athletic, much more athletic than a lot of those other like super tall center builds. Moving on to the takeovers. The first takeover, I recommend going with stuff blocks, and for the secondary takeover, go limitless range. I believe stuff blocks is probably the best takeover for a center build, and then limitless range is just a super good takeover, especially for malls. And as you guys see, I built an inside out scorer, which is kind of a boring name, but I guess it kind of makes sense. I feel like I'm getting a lot of inside out scorers lately. Now, let me show you how to make this build in current gen. Alright, so for the current generational version, obviously for the position, still go with center. Then for the body settings, go with 6'11" and 229 pounds, 7'5" for the wingspan. Basically the exact same thing as the previous build. The thing that is going to change up for current gen is just the attributes. You guys see there's just very, very minor changes. These very minor changes is just based on how current gen is. Basically, I just made it like this to maximize your badges more. And as well, just like some minor things on current gen are a little bit different. And then for the takes, basically you go the exact same thing. They're called different stuff. It's called rim protecting takeover and then spot up for the sharpshooting takeover. You guys see I built another inside out score. It would make sense it's the same name. It's virtually the exact same build. Now let me give you guys an inside center build. Alright, so for this inside center build, for the position, obviously you're gonna want to go with center. Now for the body settings, first for the height, go with 7'2". For the weight, you're gonna want to drop this down a little bit to 246, and then for the wingspan, go with 7'11". All around, I believe these are the best body settings for an inside center build. Obviously, you can go a little bit taller, you can go with a little bit more wingspan, but something that I found is very, very important on next gen is getting that 75 vertical rating for elite big man contacts. So I did have to drop the height and drop the wingspan a little bit to maintain both that 75 and the 99 defensive rebound. Alright, so starting things off first for the close shot, you're going to want to bump this up quite a bit to an 83. Then for the driving leg, put this at a 65. For the driving dunk, put this at a 74. And then for the standing dunk, you're going to want this at a 90 for elite big man contacts. And finally, post control, you're going to need this at an 87. You guys see with that 87, you can get Hall of Fame back down Punisher, which is definitely a very, very important badge for all post scorers, which is something you can do on this build very, very immaculately. Like, you just get down low in the paint and then occasionally you can hit them with a post hook. Obviously they're quite patched, or you can just hit them with a quick little drop step and just yam on them. Regardless, unless you're going up against like another 7'2" build, it's gonna be very, very toxic. For shooting, this is an inside center build, so like we don't really need shooting. We're actually gonna drop down this mid-range to a 43 and then put up our free throw a little bit to a 60. If you're playing like rec center or something, you're gonna want a little bit of free throw. Me personally, I can hit with a 60 free throw, and regardless, I know I'm not gonna be playing rec center. I'm just gonna be playing park. So maybe adjust your free throw depending on how confident you are at grading your shots. Now for pass accuracy, this is the only thing you need for playmaking. I'd recommend putting this up to a 70, 71 actually. Yes, you're gonna get 9 total badges, including silver break starter and silver quick first step for some reason. As long as you are able to unlock at least silver break starter, you will be able to throw balls down court very, very consistently. Sometimes they might get like a weird catch animation or something, but you're not gonna be turning the ball over. Now if you want to make sure it like hits them in the chest every single time, it's a very easy catch and shoot shot, you might want to go with a higher pass accuracy. But me personally, I'm just a bit too selfish, to be honest. Now moving right along to defensive / rebounding, this is where this build really shines through. You guys see you're getting an 82 interior defense. You're gonna want to basically max out both perimeter and steal, and then to make sure you max out block and defensive rebound and put up your offensive rebound to an 83. You guys see it, 30 total defensive / rebounding badges is crazy, bro. As well as Hall of Fame anchor and Hall of Fame rebound chaser. Like, you're snagging every single board in this game. Like, bro, just do not even try to get a rebound. You're getting snagged every single time. And do not try to dunk on me. I'm stuffing that every single time. This build is so toxic. And then on to the physicals, you're basically just gonna max everything out. Like, just go down the list: speed, acceleration, strength, vert, max those out, and then put the rest of your ratings onto stamina. You should get an 85. For center build, I believe 85 is probably good enough. If you're a point guard, you might want to go a little bit higher, but for a center, as I said, this is probably good enough. Yeah, you guys see the breakdown right here is just absolutely insane on the defensive end, and its finishing and post scoring is definitely very good, and its playmaking is not half bad either. For the takeovers, you're gonna want to go with see the future and stuff blocks. The order you put them in is just kind of up to you. This right here is a pretty good option, or you can go with stuff blocks first and then second see the future. I think I'm around stuff blocks first. This is, in my opinion, just the better takeover. And you guys see I built that defensive anchor, which honestly makes a ton of sense as a name. The defense on this build is unreal. Now let me show you guys how to make this build on current gen. Alright, for the current gen version of this build, still go to center for your position. Body settings, these are going to be the exact same thing. I don't know why I would change anything. This is essentially how I upgraded the build. You guys see it's very, very good all around. It's also just very, very similar to the way I upgraded the previous build with only very, very minor tweaks. And then for the takeovers, are basically the exact same takeovers. As I said, they are called different stuff. In my opinion, the center takeovers, especially on current gen, are much, much better than they are on next gen. Especially the glass cleaning one. I might even put that first. Yeah, see, I built another defense banker. It's basically the exact same build, so I'm not surprised we get the exact same name. However, with that being said, that's gonna wrap it up for the video. If you did enjoy the video, please drop me a like and subscribe to the channel. If you guys have any video suggestion ideas, let me know down below in the comment section. There's 3 videos on the screen right now. Like, comment, subscribe, go follow me on Twitter, and I'm out. Peace.